I'm here today because I was asked to moderate a panel on telemedicine and what we're seeing in the advancement of telemedicine, as well as what some of the barriers are to scaling innovative technology to help make healthcare better, faster, and cheaper. I think it's part of the solution. When we look at an industry that represents 20% of GDP in America today, $1 in $5 is spent on healthcare, costs continue to go up, and it's simply unsustainable. And so we have to make the decision as policymakers and innovators how we embrace innovation, how we ensure that more people have access to better care that's less expensive or even affordable. And so telemedicine innovation, I think, plays a critical role in making sure we accomplish that goal. I think it's a major solution inside of the toolbox. There's no one fix to make healthcare more affordable, more accessible to more Americans or more Floridians. But I think where we look at things that facilitate more direct service based on value, where the consumer or the patient in this example is able to say, hey, I want that because it's good for me and it's affordable, and the provider is able to say, hey, I want to provide that because it's why I went to med school and it's also affordable for me and my business and more convenient. Where we can align those value transactions, it's not any different than Uber or Lyft when it comes to riders and drivers, or Airbnb or HomeAway when it comes to hosts and guests. Those types of technologies, I think, are going to help us significantly in the healthcare space, where we're lagging pretty far behind in contrast to other industries. So I think bandwidth and the movement of data and connectivity is the foundation. If you think about building a city, when we think about infrastructure, it's pipes and roads and the infrastructure upon which businesses can be built and commerce can subsequently happen. When we want to have connectivity in a state as expansive as Florida, as diverse as Florida, both in population as well as region. So the contrast between a super dense urban environment brings certain challenges from connectivity and bandwidth, the same way that a rural area brings disparate or different challenges. That foundation of connectivity is really truly the infrastructure upon which all of this is made possible. And so my hope is that as the 14th largest economy in the world and growing, that we continue to invest in that infrastructure, because I don't think there's a shortage of innovators wanting to solve problems or people looking for innovative solutions, but those things are only going to be as effective as they can efficiently move data or create the connectivity between the parties involved in whatever kind of commerce that is.
Well, I was invited here to present and provide insight on telehealth and how it's being adopted throughout the state of Florida and the supporting agents that are helping us adopt telehealth. We are seeing a lot of practitioners wanting to adopt, and a lot of people in the younger generation that are eager to use telehealth. The benefits is that more people are willing, due to especially telemental health. The younger generation, they don't really want to see a mental health practitioner, and the fact that they're not leaving school, going into a waiting room, that they can actually log on from their smartphone, their Android, their iPad, and meet their practitioner online, that reduces so much stigma, and it prevents them, it stops them from not being able to see their practitioner. It's encouraging them. Well, the broadband connectivity, the infrastructure they're putting in places in rural communities, without that infrastructure there, the practitioner doesn't have a connectivity to their clients. So we're very fortunate that here in Florida we have agencies that are working very hard to make sure that our practitioners and our clients can meet on the telehealth platform.